Two wonderful things we love, stained glass and secondhand treasures, and we've brought them together in this one project. When we hung plate racks in our windows and then painted vintage glass plates to put in them to look like stained glass, we were so happy with the results, and then we realized we could make all kinds of beautiful and useful art glass from pieces found in thrift shops. So if you'd like to know all the tricks we learned from painting our own vintage glass, we'll tell you how we did it with love for a country house. There is so much vintage glass out there secondhand for not a lot of money. The real trick isn't finding the glass, but getting good at painting it. But we recommend looking for inexpensive glassware with a pattern pressed into the surface so that when you paint them, it's almost like working on a coloring book. And the little imperfections in your painting won't really show very much. You really don't have to be an artist when the design is already there. It's ready for you to fill in the colors. And you can paint glassware on the outside like pitchers and bowls and still use them because the paint won't come into contact with food or drink after it's dry. These will last indefinitely. So here's how to get started. Get a light table like this one to help you stay within the lines of your designs. And then next, we recommend wearing a mask if you're working with enamel paints like we do. We got a Wearable Air Purifier and we wear that under a more heavy-duty mask. That air purifier will bring fresh air up under your mask and it's a lot more comfortable. Then, cover your work surface with plastic wrap because dribbles and spills happen really easily. And you can also use the plastic wrap to cover paint bottles and brushes to keep them from drying out so fast. Next, you want to clean your project first. We like using plain rubbing alcohol for this. Then, practice your colors and techniques on extra pieces of pressed glass. For most paints, you can wipe any mistakes off if you work quickly, and we like using baby wipes for that. The paint we are using here is called Pebeo Vitrail, which you can find in a lot of online stores, but we think the best price is from a company that's been around almost as long as some of this antique glass has been around. It's called Dick Blick. And so we'll leave links to all the paints and equipment we like in the description. Also, we're making a Pebeo color chart on our website to help plan which colors to buy. That's going to be a work in progress. So with this particular paint, you see how the first coat is thin, but then with just a few coats, the color is really nice. On pressed glass, it does tend to pool in the recesses, which we like because this seems to hide the kind of uneven effects of brushed on paint. So while this paint is still wet, you can blend more colors on top, like on these flowers, and how the yellow and the red blend together on this dish. We've layered a lot of these transparent colors together just as an experiment, and then when we liked the results, we used them on the finished pieces. If you've got a natural barrier like on the bottom of this bowl, you can even pour the paint, and lots of glass artists like to do this. You make a pool of the color and then you just kind of gently push it around to your edges. And on these small plates, we added gray chalk paint in a couple of the clear areas to give the effect of leaded glass. These small plates will be combined into a larger piece to cover a window. So you want to check the edges of anything you're painting to make sure you have a nice edge. And let your pieces dry paint side up on plastic because then the edges won't stick. And let all the paint settle and dry for at least 24 hours. So don't miss the next projects with more painted glass and much more. Click the sun logo to subscribe and see you later.